day. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Cleveland Browns taking on Russell Wilson and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. From up top, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the reigning Super Bowl MVP in his fourth year now. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Mahomes now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
1st and 10.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 23 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by a 6-time Pro Bowler now in his 9th NFL season. It's Russell Wilson.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
A loss of 3 yards. It's 2nd down.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it.
Wilson.
4 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
On third down, Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
First and 10.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes will drop this one down to Freeman. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They'll find Everett there, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
It's 4th
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Buying time to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got Jack Doyle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete to Jack
That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
touchdown.
Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
Freeman. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jayon Brown gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
14.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
25, Melvin Gordon.
The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 22 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on him. I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. They run it here with Gordon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Lambo on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to go back to Edelman, and now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman, and he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So let's glance at a player spotlight now with Russell Wilson. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
The 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Mahomes pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
At their own 20-yard.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on it. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Browns 3.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Greg Zuerlein.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Wilson. Taken in by the tight end Doyle.
Wilson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This one caught by Ridley. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Ridley.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Browns' 47-yard line.
Gordon looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
Ingram. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Gain of a yard.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going deep for Diggs. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
21, Mark Ingram.
The tackle there by Brian Poole.
Down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Sacked.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
14. Browns 13.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
42-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson over the middle, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. 3rd operating from the gun. Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
A gain of 9.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now Wilson on 1st down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
Browns 13.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Joe Reed.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down.
At their own 27-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now, Dion Lewis to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And it's third down. 3rd and 5.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds, incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And this is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Wilson's pass.
And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The score, Eagles 20, Browns 13.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Mahomes to throw, and he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. So let's glance at a player spotlight now with Russell Wilson. On one hand, as we look at some of his struggles with the 3 interceptions, he's got to be upset. On the other hand, they're still winning this game.
So how does he take care of the ball the rest of the game? That's what his teammates are interested in because they pick things up for him throughout. You got to look over the defensive side, the kicking game. Those guys have made it work for him. Now his goal, not mess up anything else down the stretch.
Yeah, forget about those 3 picks. Move on. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
47-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
A loss of 3.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll find Everett there, complete. Room here to run. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
The tackle made by Jayon Brown. 4 yards on the pickup.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Number 21, Mark Ingram, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 13-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Eagles 27, Browns 16.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
At their own 33-yard line.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Melvin.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lambeau on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Is good.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
16.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard.
The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
It's a game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards.
He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
16.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Aaron Donald in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 9.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going deep for Hopkins. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
By the Eagles. They'll take over.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon.
Melvin Gordon on the carry. Chuck Clark brought him down. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete. And that went off the mark. A little late with a throw. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
At their own 8.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Edelman. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Russell Wilson sacked. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're running. Ingram. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes firing complete.
Mahomes pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Christian Kirk.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Joe Reed, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Intended for
so the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
And 3 yards to go.
And again, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brought him down. It's a loss of a yard.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
54, come on, 54.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Jayon Brown able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And an Eagle first down.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Gordon, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Terrell Edmonds on the tackle.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 32.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Jordan
trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
Here's Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.